It is a beautiful winter's morn in rural Wisconsin, and although our extremities may be frozen and frostbitten by the bitter cold, our hearts and hearth are warmed by a loved one's embrace. Now imagine that scenario, except with the constant sound of a flushing toilet. I'm Frome McGillet, and this is 21st Century Crime. Tonight on 21st Century Crime, we delve not into the criminal's mind, but into a mind diseased by pure and utter madness. This is a man who can't even walk out of his own house without visiting the Porcelain Palace at least 20 times. In fact, every decision the man has made in the past 25 years has been preceded by a bowel movement. His name is Deacon Bumpf, and the reason that we're here is he claims to be haunted by his dead wife. Of course, I believe that to be poppycock. I'm here to dive into his mind and find out why he must poop before every major decision. Mr. Bumpf, it's Frome McGillet with 21st Century Crime. Mr. Bumpf! Mr. Bumpf! It's Frome McGillet! Mr. Bumpf! This man may be more disturbed than I had anticipated. Hello? Mr. Bumpf, I'm Frome McGillet with 21st Century Crime.
How you doing?
Did you wipe first?
What?
I kid.
Come on in.
Thank you. Mr. Bumpf, I'd like to thank you for taking the time to speak with me today. Please, tell me why I'm here.
I'm being visited by the ghost of my deceased wife.
I'm very sorry to hear that, Mr. Bumpf. Tell me, when did she pass?
Excuse me. 3 years ago.
And how long after that did you start to experience the strange occurrences?
About a week after she died.
Would you mind if I spoke with your children?
Not at all.
Thank you, Mr. Bumpf.
You're welcome.
Now we're going to speak to Deacon Bumpf's offspring, Chloe and Penelope Bumpf. Let's see them now. Ladies, thank you so much for speaking with me today. Which one is Chloe and which one is Penelope?
I'm Chloe. I'm Penelope.
I'm just going to come right out and say it, ladies. So forgive me if I'm blunt. I certainly don't mean to offend. But do you believe that your father is being haunted by your dead mother?
No. I think that he just misses her.
What was childhood like? When was the last time that you saw your father?
Probably about 13 years.
I guess you both never thought that when he was dropping the kids off at the pool that they'd be drowning in it. Good day. Mr. Bumpf, tell me about your wedding.
It was wonderful. Best day of my life.
Mr. Bumpf, best day of your life? You weren't nervous at all?
Nervous? No.
During your wedding, Mr. Bumpf, do you know how many bowel movements you had before the actual ceremony?
No.
75. You had 75 bowel movements before you even said I do.
Mr. McGillet, Mr. McGillet,
Yes.
there have been reports of a zombie outbreak.
You stop the interview with that drivel? I am a journalist. I have integrity. I don't fall for rumors and speculation. Especially the paranormal kind, with the exception of your ghost wife, of course. I have attended the Emmys. I have been in the seats, watching people win awards at the Emmys. I'm sorry, Mr. Bumpf.
Well, that's okay. I'm all right.
So, let me understand something. So when you,
That's my wife.
why don't we go outside and you can show me where you first saw her as a ghost?
Okay.
Mr. Bumpf took me down to the lake where he first spotted his deceased wife. Although I don't believe in such nonsense, I couldn't help but feel a presence as we approached the lake. It was this spot right here. Mr. Bumpf woke in the night in a panic and came outside trying to spot what could be wrong. Locked himself out of his house, walked back out to the lake, decided to urinate, and that's when he saw her. His dead wife, Gloria Bumpf. Mr. Bumpf, tell me about that night.
I was standing right here and I looked up and saw her just swaying in the wind.
Swaying, you say?
Yes. You smell that?
Yes, I smell fear. It's palpable.
No, I think you stepped in dog poop.
Ah! Mr. Bumpf, I have a surprise for you. One of your daughters has flown down from Minnesota, and she's here now to see you. This will be the first time in, 13 years?
My daughter?
Mr. Bumpf! Mr. Bumpf, stop it! Your daughter, you don't need to go to the cliff! Mr. Bumpf!
Penelope? Soon after the reunion of father and daughter, tears were shed, laughter was shared, and lunches were purged. But soon, happiness spiraled downward like so many kernels of corn after a pleasant holiday feast, when reality set in that Deacon Bumpf was sinking into the greatest and most violent merry-go-round of insanity.
Frome, I'm pretty sure those are zombies.
I will not tolerate this unprofessionalism and insolence. I am a professional journalist. I have watched the Academy Awards. Do you understand me? I will have you on the first puddle jumper back to Iowa. Do you hear me?
Yep, those are zombies.
I have a glass of juice and a glass of water.
Okay.
Which would you like? Trouble deciding.
Excuse me.
Of course.
Excuse me.
Of course. Can I help you with something?
No, I just need to make water.
Of course. Why do you do this, sir? Why? You disgust me. Soon after I recovered from the disgust of the man, I thought it might be better to try a new and kinder approach. I don't understand this. Why are all these people walking around? They just must be excited to have a celebrity in their midst. You could just stop the camera until they walk by. Go ahead. Stop. Once I finished being disgusted by this man, I decided to take a new... Young man, I understand your excitement, but can you please move out of the shot? Excuse me, young lady. Have you heard of the strange behavior from Deacon Bumpf? I'll take that as a no. Mr. Bumpf, I'm going to be frank with you. I don't believe that you are receiving visits from your dead wife. I do believe, however, that you do have a serious problem. It is my opinion, and I'm not a medical doctor, mind you, that you are quite possibly the most insane person in the history of the world.
Wow.
With the help of your daughter, we're going to find a facility that will help you with this problem. The finest in Wisconsin.
We love you, Daddy.
I love you too, but can I go to the bathroom now?
Although reluctant at first, Mr. Bumpf has agreed to join the finest institution that Wisconsin has to offer. As for my opinion on the paranormal, it remains the same. I've seen no evidence at all that there's any kind of existence of ghosts, or for that matter, zombies. That will do it for this special edition of 21st Century Crime. I'm Frome McGillet. Good evening.